What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions. Happy Thanksgiving! Right, so I know I was a little rage baited with the thumbnail. I thought it was funny. Get over it. But so what we're doing today is I'm showing how you can help a native farming family, the Abernathy family, here in the Commonwealth, get rid of some invading hostile forces, and you can get them back a family keepsake memento. The first time you meet them, when you talk to the patron of the family, right, he lets you know a sad story about how they lost a family member to these raiders, and asks you if you end up finding them. They're at the USAF Olivia Station, which is just east of Sanctuary, and that's where we're heading now. And he asks you if you can get back this locket, right? So I figured that's what we're gonna do today. On the holiday, finally have a day off in real life, and tomorrow, after a long week already, the culmination is tomorrow. Again, I work in retail, Black Friday, crazy day, not like it used to be back in the day, thankfully, right? I can remember videos on the news or like images on the news of people like bum rushing the doors of stores right when they open, people getting hurt, stuff like that. It's wild. We're coming up on Christmas, one of my favorite Christmas movies, Jingle All the Way. It showcases it great, right? It feels like an exaggeration in today's day and age. Really not. That's what people really were like. I remember distinctly like a Tickle Me Elmo. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, right? I digress. What we're doing here, we're going to talk to this lady, Hesper. It's from a mod. She's from a mod, sorry. I don't know what mod, though, because she's talking about fishing. And I know that I have a couple different mods in that add mechanics for fishing. One of them specifically adds in some mechanics for fishing, but I think some other ones tangentially touch on fishing as well. I don't know where Hesper comes from. But we talked to Hesper, super friendly, and we're continuing east from Sanctuary. There's that body of water right there. We're going east of that, right up the banks, and it'll lead you right to this scrap junkyard, the robotics disposal ground. There was a sentry bot right there, but if you go into this little office unit, get on this terminal, there's a tape that I always like to eject tapes so that way I can keep them in my inventory, access them anywhere. Again, you go right to your inventory, over to, I think it's the miscellaneous. There we go, the combat sentry holotape that we just took. And for this one specifically, two different functions. So you could initiate a self-destruct sequence, and when it explodes, stay away from it. It'll kill you if you're right upon it. But if you do the self-destruct and you're in a safe distance away, once it explodes, I think there's 2 fusion cores that you're able to retrieve from its inventory. But what I like to do, especially for this mission, again, where we're trying to unlock Abernathy Farms, and completing this mission or this quest does unlock the farm, so you can access the workbench that's right there on the porch, and it becomes a usable settlement, right? But so this holotape for this sentry bot, you can choose to go and clear out like 3 or 4 different preset locations that this sentry bot knows how to get to. One of them is the USAF Olivia. So I always use the holotape with that sentry bot, send it over to that big microwave dish, right? And that's what we're doing now. So check it out. Defend the USAF Olivia. And if you give it a moment to go out ahead of you, it'll actually go down the road and engage the raiders that are outside of that POI. Just south of the disposal ground. So like if you leave out south from where that little administrative building was, where we got the holotape, cross the street and just keep going south into that wooded area, you're going to encounter a downed helicarrier, helicopter, whatever, vertibird. There we go, vertibird, that's it. But you'll see a downed vertibird. Right next to it is a power armor suit. It is level dependent. When you first go into that zone and it first spawns in, whatever level you are is correlative to what type of power armor you're going to get. We're still sub level 5, so we just got a basic set of T45, but it's our first power armor, right? We already had a fusion core. We picked up another one in the robotic disposal ground, so I think we had 2 at the time, both of them full. And there's the sentry bot. Check that out. It did some of the dirty work for us. We took out one of the guys that was up in that tower, and they had a dog. Unfortunately, we had to take out the dog. But all the outside stuff is enemies, at least, are clear. Even some mole rats. There might be some other mole rats just outside the gates. We're not going to mess with those right now. We also are over encumbered outside of the suit. We got a little bit more carrying capacity once we put the suit on. So that's why you'll notice throughout this POI, I'm picking up a couple things here and there, but I'm not really looting it. We're going to come back to it for sure. That's one thing I love about this game, is it encourages you to go back to locations. You'll get new encounters that spawn along the way, or replenishments to enemies at certain POIs. They'll come back after so much time. But yeah, you can leave a bunch of the stuff there, go back to your base, empty out your inventory, go back to that POI, and that loot will still be there. So even though we're bypassing a bunch of great stuff right now, especially early game, and if we were building, we're bypassing a bunch of great stuff right now, we can always go back to it. But when the sentry bot basically did the work for us on the outside of the USAF Olivia, we then were able to go inside. And when you go inside, there's a handful of guards that you got to take out. If you just follow along with what I'm doing on screen, you should have no issues making it through this area here. There is a boss at this POI, if you will, quote unquote, like a mini boss. Ak is the name of that boss. They got a minigun. So I will warn you right now, if you don't have a power armor suit, if you don't have any chems, there's some chems that I'll show you that you can pick a lock right before you would engage Ak. But without a power armor, without chems, without a scoped weapon, it's going to be more difficult. I set up to show on screen my normal go-to strategy for this location. It's normally surefire. What happens on screen is not the way that I normally do it. We'll commentate on it in real time. I kind of mess it up, but hopefully you'll see the foundation of how I do normally do it, and it's super simple to set up, right? So first we take care of all these perimeter type interior guys, right? We're gonna go ahead and favorite some jet and a psycho. Let's go ahead and favor that psycho. So I like the psycho for the damage resistance buffs. The jet obviously slows down time. We got the power armor suit, and we have our 308 scope, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to pick a lock here. I thought about skipping some of this, so I'm not great sometimes at picking locks, whether it's Starfield or Fallout 4. I go through a couple bobby pins here, but we eventually, spoilers, we eventually do get into it. Where we at? We had two that are broke so far, 2 or 3. Finally got it. But there's some more psycho and Med-X. We'll grab some ammo. All right, so this is the idea. If you get behind this pillar, you can see that dude's feet, right? So if you shoot at that dude's feet, it'll aggro the people that are in there, including Ak, and they'll start running towards that opening. So the idea, you shoot, pow, to try to get them to run out. You pop a jet, so they start running out slowly, and you slowly see Ak emerge from right there where we're aiming, and you pop, pop. But, so, we definitely didn't time the jet right, but luckily our VATS and our combat weapon right, we were able to switch over to that. Or actually, we still had the 308 maybe? I don't know, I think I had the combat rifle out, but either way, we were able to take out Ak, we were able to take out that other guard. That is, I think, oh wait, there might be one more. Either way, down the stairs, right there, boom, got another fusion core. Minigun, we are going to go ahead and grab that. Ammo for it, cigarettes. Sorry, smoking's bad for you, but it is what it is. So, aha, there's one left. Pow! Dude had a pool stick. I'm not even mad at him for hiding. We just took down dude with a minigun. He just had a pool stick. But you come to this back door here. In that red toolkit is the locket. That's the Abernathy locket that we needed to retrieve to complete the quest to unlock the farm. We could unlock this door. There's some more goodies in there. A bunch of rad roaches are in there. But for right now, mission accomplished. We forcibly relocated all of these raiders to a better place. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna go back, and so now the part where I put ungrateful farmers, that's specific. I feel like for the way that this quest starts with the cinematic between the player and Blake, and it's a good conversation, a full conversation. This is all you get when you come back to tell Blake that you got the locket and you gave the locket back to him. Kind of underwhelming, in my opinion. But we did unlock the farm, so there's that. But again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Take care till next time.